Push-ups, using your 1 rep max number, your max set number, you're now going to do 50% of that max number for 10 sets. So rest in between as needed. Obviously you're going to have to be a little bit clever from the start here, pace it out, make sure you're not hitting failure within that set. So if your max number was 20, you're now doing 10 sets of 10 reps. Again, maybe a minute or two in between, that really is going to be judged off how quickly you're going to burn out. Try and plan it out from the start so you can stick to maybe equal amount of rest throughout rather than going like banging out the first few sets and then dying off. You need to make sure these are good quality, chest touching the floor, lock your arms out at the top. Curl into an Arnold press, make sure elbows tucked in, make sure it is a controlled curl and a rotate. You're not swinging that dumbbell up, it's not hang clean. So it's controlled curl and rotate, into your front rack, rotate out and press overhead. You should have done these two movements, maybe not quite together. Make sure it is a slow and controlled movement. Don't get in the bad habit of it being kind of a clean and a jerk or a clean and a press overhead. Single arm row. Again, play around with how you like your feet. You see Jack shuffling a little bit. You can go 2 feet square if you find that more comfortable, making sure hips are back, back's flat, or you can go into more of a lunge position, a staggered start position. Most important thing is whatever's more comfortable for you, which means you're going to keep that back flat and you're really isolating the pulling muscles in your back, your lat, rather than finding you're using your lower back a lot. You're going from the row into a single leg deadlift. A little bit of personal preference on this. I think what I tell my clients to do is to go opposite hand to the foot that's on the floor. So if it's your left hand, it's your right foot. What I like about that is it forces you to rotate into your foot, and I always think about belly button over my toe, over my knee, so you're stacked in that position. If you go same arm, what happens quite a lot of time is people end up opening their hips up and turning to the side. What you want to do is make sure it's as similar to a normal deadlift as you can. So looking at the floor, belly button straight, core tight. 5 sets of 20 cyclist squats. How I'm going to do these is pick yourself a tempo from the start. It doesn't have to be excessively slow. It might just be a couple of seconds down, a couple of seconds up. You should be constantly moving all the way through the set. So you need to pick a tempo where you can do your 20 reps, consistent pace all the way through, should really start to build up a burn. If you get 10, 11 reps in and you can't keep to that tempo, maybe pause for a couple of seconds and start again. Ideally, we're looking for 5 sets of 20. If you can't do 5 sets of 20, accumulate 100 in total, maybe in smaller chunks, but it's really important every rep's going to be the same. You're not starting off controlled and then going into a messy bounced reps where you're just dropping out the bottom and bouncing up. Controlled cyclist squat.